They can't die. Not once, not twice, not even if you burn them, crush them, or slice them to pieces. The Holy Knights have just proven they can regenerate from any damage. And yes, even Luffy had to run. But here's the shocking part. This terrifying power doesn't come from them. It comes from Imu, the shadow ruler of the world. And if that's not enough to shake the world of One Piece, what if I told you Oda has already shown us the one thing that can break this so-called immortality? In the Elbaf arc, Oda finally pulls the curtain back on one of the most terrifying forces in One Piece, the Holy Knights. Led by Shamrock Figureland, Shank's own twin brother, this elite group is not just powerful, they're unbeatable, thanks to a regeneration ability that defies every known rule of battle. But they aren't the first to display this godlike skill. The Five Elders had it too. The regeneration power of the Five Elders and the Holy Knights. The Five Elders could regenerate in Egghead. The Holy Knights can regenerate infinitely. In One Piece, regeneration is available to more than just the Holy Knights. In reality, they're not the first to demonstrate this skill. Fans should remember that the Egghead arc's key adversaries, the Five Elders, all possessed this power. All of the Five Elders were able to regenerate effortlessly. No matter what was hurled at them, they could just rebuild their bodies. In their fight against Luffy, the Yonko clearly had the upper hand in battle. But it was the regeneration that he couldn't overcome. In the end, even Luffy had to flee the Elders, demonstrating that he failed to identify Egghead as their main vulnerability. The Holy Knights in Elbaf also used this regenerative ability, which was shocking. Despite being severely damaged by Usopp, Gunko regenerated with ease. In doing so, she also defeated 5 members of the Straw Hat Pirates, a Yonko crew, on her own, including the 1.1 billion berry pirate Jinbe, who had previously traded blows with Big Mom. Imu has the ability to regenerate. Fans are aware that Imu is directly responsible for the Five Elders and Holy Knights' regeneration abilities. Fans of Egghead knew that the Elders obtained their powers from Imu, especially since they were able to effortlessly take Saturn's powers and kill him. Similarly, Imu wields the Abyss's power, which the Five Elders and Holy Knights share. This power is all connected to the world's sovereign, and the key to defeating the regeneration should be to fight Imu's powers. The counter to the regeneration has already been revealed. Very strong Conqueror's Haki can bypass the regeneration. So far, Oda has shown one counter to Egghead's powerful ability to regenerate back, namely the power of Conqueror's Haki. To be more exact, Emmet used Joy Boy's strongest Haki in Egghead, and by doing so, he was able to prevent Saturn from summoning the Abyss, as well as their demonic transformations. All of the Elders felt pain from Joy Boy's Conqueror's Haki, and Imu, the primary user of the ability, felt it in their body. Simply said, the regeneration of the Holy Knights in Elbaf can only be countered with powerful Conqueror's Haki. Even Luffy, while having good Conqueror's Haki, is unable to accomplish so at the moment, implying that he must improve his Elbaf abilities. Fortunately, Scopper Gabbin is there, and he will most likely show them how to sneak past the Holy Knights' defensive structures. Summary and highlights. The Holy Knights have the ability to regenerate themselves, making them practically immortal. Imu bestowed upon the Five Elders a comparable capacity to regenerate. Conqueror's Haki is the sole known counter to Holy Knight regeneration. The battle for the world's future is heating up, and the Straw Hat Pirates are about to face foes who won't stay down, no matter how hard they're hit. But with Joy Boy's legacy and the teachings of Scopper Gaban looming in the background, the hope for victory is far from lost. The key to defeating the Holy Knights is here if Luffy can unlock it in time. The final saga is pushing every Straw Hat to their limit and beyond. So don't blink, because what's coming next might just change One Piece forever. Thank you very much for visiting the Mugiwara Review YouTube channel, buddy. We hope you enjoy our review analysis. Don't forget to subscribe and continue joining us on our joyful journey in the world of anime. If you have any wishes, question, or suggestions for our next videos, feel free to express your thoughts on the comments below. Thank you very much for your support. And until we meet again, see you next time, buddy. What is One Piece anime? One Piece is a manga and anime story about a young boy named Monkey D. Luffy who wants to be the king of the pirates in the world. As a child, he eats a devil fruit, a strange plant that makes him able to stretch like rubber. Before the show starts, Luffy goes out into the world for the first time and starts to gather a group of pirates. The main group grows over time, but it starts with Luffy, Nami the Navigator, and a swordsman named Roronoa Zoro. At some point, Luffy and his friends are known as the Straw Hat Pirates, and they go on many exciting adventures across the ocean. One Piece is a lot of fun because it's silly. Luffy goes from island to island around the world in the series. Each island has its own setting and theme. It's a pretty fantastical world full of animals that look like people, live skeletons, and other delightfully strange things. Within moments, the group is in a winter scene, and the next, they are on a tropical island full of giants. The show is full of silly and bright details. For example, Zoro holds a sword in his mouth, a scary military boss wears a cute bulldog hat, and people don't use phones to talk to each other instead. They use special transponder snails that can send and receive messages. Luffy is a carefree person who just wants to eat a tasty meal and laugh at bad jokes. Even though there are some funny parts in the series, a lot of One Piece is about freedom. During his travels, Luffy often takes up guns to help his friends and encourages others to do the same against pirates and government-backed military occupations. The characters in Luffy and his crew get stronger with each fight, which is typical for shonen manga. A lot of the story is about how Luffy beats a problem that seemed impossible to solve and finds some kind of secret power. After each fight, Luffy and his team get stronger and move closer to his main goal, which is to find the One Piece. Why is it called One Piece? The first part of both the manga and the anime shows that Pirate King Ghoul D. Roger is telling the truth about the mythical wealth called the One Piece. One Piece is the name of the show, because Luffy wants to find the One Piece and become the next Pirate King. One of Luffy's main goals in the show is mentioned in the show's title. What is the One Piece? The answer to this question is still one of the biggest secrets in the series. It's been more than 1,000 episodes, and we still don't know what One Piece is. We know that the One Piece is the name of the treasure that Ghoul D. Roger collected on his travels because of details in the manga. We still don't know a lot about the treasure, though. There are a lot of ideas from fans about what the One Piece is, but we still don't know what it is or even if it's real. The One Piece could just be the friends Luffy makes along the way.